Sitting on a park bench one day, you came down and sat next to me. You had my heart fluttering, baby, like a pair of butterfly wings. I seemed to talk for hours about everything we knew. And when you went away, baby, Lord, right then I knew that there's only one woman for me. You showed me things I'd never seen. Oh, baby, you drive me crazy. There's only one woman for me. It's been 2 years, baby. Oh, you're standing there. I see the love in your eyes, wind blowing through your hair. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, the love we shared. And I knew in my heart, baby, none would ever compare. And there's only one woman for me. You show me things I've never seen. Oh, baby, you drive me crazy. And there's only one woman for me. We talk for hours, made love on the beach. You are my dream, my only fantasy. Then one summer day, my darling, you went away. You flew up to heaven, you see, got your own pair of wings. Though it broke my heart, I remember everything you taught. There would never be another woman that could mend his heart. And there's only one woman for me. You show me things I've never seen. Oh, baby, you drive me crazy. And there's only one woman for me. You show me things I've never seen. Whoa, baby, you drive me crazy. And there's only one woman for me. There's only one woman for me. There's only one woman for me. There's only one woman for me.
Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the show. A little late, better late than never.
Better late than never.
Big accident on I-95. And Cece, if you're watching, I just gave my phone to Josh to bring you into the studio as well, so they're going to hook that up in a little bit.
Triple C.
Triple, double, quadruple, whatever the hell it is.
So, you know, we're playing the music, and we've got Svi with us, and he says, is that Cece Clevenger?
You know that guy?
I know. So we got a whole great show lined up as we get ready to close out 2022 here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. I cannot even believe here we are on another New Year's. But wow, look at all the great friends we have. We've got music, we've got some dancing, some hustling, some talk about wellness. And our crew, of course, is here standing by doing what they do best, is getting us out on the air.
Yes. But I wanted to bring up quickly because she has to do another set, and I was late, so it's on me. But I want to get Lindsay involved real quick about health tips, about how to lose weight the right way. So she has like 5 tips she wants to share with us. And then we're going to kick her loose out of here.
All right.
So you want to start there?
Otherwise known as Bailey's mom. We've got Lindsay,
I'll take that. I'll take that.
our health guru and coach, Lindsay Martinez, joining us on the set. We haven't seen Lindsay in a while. Unfortunately, we were working on a big project with you, and Dr. Maritza and Joe Kelly, and the founder of Eco Trail Trekker passed away very unexpectedly. And our condolences go out to his entire family, to Paul Collins and his wife, Gail,
Yes.
and their whole family.
May he rest in peace. Amen.
Amen.
Awful.
Yeah.
What have you been up to? What's going on before we move into 2023? I see commercials, ab products, and all
Yeah,
kinds
just
of cool
different
stuff.
things. Just Lindsay doing Lindsay, having fun in life. Made it a vow to do what I love for a living, and just living that out. It's been nice. And 2023 brings a lot of people always when the new year comes to a point where they're looking at their health and saying, maybe it's time to grab a hold of my health. And the majority of people are talking about their weight, always at the beginning of the year. And then they fizzle off because they do too much at once. And then they fizzle off as the year progresses. And then it all happens again, as I throw everything here. Then it all happens again in the next year. And I'm here to tell you today that there's about 5 things that they can do, anyone can do, that are 0 willpower tips. They require absolutely 0 willpower, and they will 1,000,000% change your weight and keep you on track and get you healthier.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm always the first one in on Lindsay's workouts. I'm in. Walking lunges. I got you.
Well, she
Welcome
told
crew, the
us.
walking lunges, you know. I'm not talking exercise here.
She came in here telling us, oh, she told Bailey, I'm doing your mom's
My
exercise.
legs.
She couldn't walk. She was like, I'm
I
saying,
think I got up to 150 before I fell. And
Yeah, but
then
no,
I gotta
Dawn,
get
that's
back to it.
amazing. That's
you.
amazing. The walking lunges, if anyone takes on that challenge, I have an academy on it. That is in 30 days. If you can complete that program, your entire lower half shapes completely differently. If you want to change the shape of your legs, it also makes your muscles denser, especially for women over 40 and over 50. That makes your muscles denser, which kicks up your metabolism big time. It's the #1 thing to do, and it doesn't require a gym. And I think the most, because I get you to 500, which sounds very daunting, but it actually is easier if you do it progressively over 30 days. The most amount of time it takes is 17 minutes to 18 minutes. So it's a very super time effective and super effective workout to change the entire shape of your body and get rid of a layer. That's a whole different story.
whole nother- that's a whole
That
nother
requires
day.
some willpower, but not a whole bunch of willpower. So the first willpower tips, these are all actually rudimentary. These are things that are saying, Lindsay, come on, this is the easiest thing in the world. The first one's drink more water, but it's not for the right reason that you think it is, because most people think, yeah, everybody knows to drink more water, but water does something amazing, especially if you're a Floridian. And even if you're not a Floridian, for those that aren't listening that are somewhere else, we are walking around as human beings, like 90% of us are dehydrated, not at a clinical level, but we're dehydrated. And what happens is that wherever you get your fluids from, your body is so smart, you're going to start craving. So most people are getting your fluids from food. So you're going to have a trigger because thirst is masked by hunger, if that makes sense. Thirst is masked by hunger if you're not getting enough fluids, and 90% of us are not. So what happens is when your body is actually craving fluids just to function, because it has to have the fluids, it creates a hunger. And you're hungry, and you end up overeating. You might find you want something juicy, or you feel like a piece of fruit, or you feel like this above and beyond your caloric intake that you're supposed to be having, because you always want to have what you are craving. But if it's above and beyond the caloric intake, then you know that perhaps if you were to drink half your body weight in ounces and add on 20 ounces for every hour of exercise that you do, your daily caloric intake will plummet. And do it before you go to a restaurant too, because if you have it before you go to the restaurant, you won't be tempted to have those things unless you're truly, really hungry. So this is the most easy one to do, but a lot of people don't like the taste of water. So you can get something like, don't do Crystal Light. We don't do anything with sucralose, anything with aspartame. If you get something that's sweetened with stevia or Truvia or monk fruit, those are great options. Something like True Lime, it can be found in any store throughout
what about just putting lemon or lime into water?
Absolutely, but a lot of people don't actually like the taste of water, and they don't like just with lemon. So if you need something sweet like a lemonade, kind of thing. They have all different flavors of lemonade. It's kind of tart, kind of sweet. It's maybe 10 calories. It's all 100% natural, no sugar. I think it has like it's sweetened with stevia, but it doesn't have a stevia aftertaste. And it really helps people that don't want to drink their half their weight in body ounces because they feel waterlogged or it's too much or it's hard to take. And that I come across a ton of people that are like that, more that are like that than are not like that. So that's an easy way, and it's called True Lime, and you can find that in any store throughout America, and you can get it online as well. And it's a great alternative for water, just the plain taste of water. But that really changes your caloric intake for the day.
All right,
That's
so
number one.
half your body weight in water.
In ounces, yeah.
ounces.
In ounces of
So
water.
when you walk around and squishes, you ever done that?
No, you actually won't, right? You won't. You may have to use the restroom a little bit more. But then the other thing about that is if you do want to lose weight in the new year, your toxins are surrounding your fat cells. So when you drink a lot of water and you flush that out, it allows your fat cells to spew out the excess fat that you need a lot more easier, if you will. It's a lot easier to do that than when they're toxic. So it does speed up the weight loss process as well. So there's several reasons to drink that water, and it's not as rudimentary as most people think. It really plays a key role.
All right, what's the second tip?
Second tip, okay, and again, another rudimentary one, get more sleep,
Ah,
right?
yeah.
Or better quality sleep. A lot of people just did what you did, Dawn. They say, I can't sleep that much more because I have work to do here and I need to get up, right? But if the quality of your sleep, how deep you sleep can be improved by your bedding, your pillows, perhaps your nightly routine, whatever that is to help you get that better quality sleep or more sleep. And the number one reason for that is because most people get night munchies when they're really, really tired and they're forcing their body to stay up past the allotted time that it has within its energized system, right? So what happens is you end up craving something called simple carbohydrates. You have complex carbohydrates that are like your grains, and then you have simple, that's, chips, popcorn, sweets, gummies, anything that is simple is in a pre-digested form, meaning that if you have a pearl necklace, that is a complex carbohydrate. All the pearls off the necklace are considered a simple carbohydrate. So when you swallow them, they just go everywhere.
Don't eat your pearl necklace.
Right? Don't eat your pearl. No, you can eat your pearl necklace. Don't eat the beads by
Don't eat the
themselves.
beads.
They're each one is an individual glucose molecule. And when they're on a bead, when they're on a string, for example, with a protein, a carbohydrate, a fat, or a complex carbohydrate, your body has to liberate each one of those glucose molecules, and that takes time. That's why you have a steady amount of energy. But at night, when we're not doing anything, and you take those simple carbohydrates, where they're just those beads alone, right? You're flooded with instant glucose, and if you're not going to run a marathon or do something extraordinarily active, instantly calls for insulin, and insulin is a fat storing hormone. It's the worst time to eat that. But there's so many alternatives if you want chocolate at night. There's Lily's, and I have a slew. I have like 40. I have an alternative for absolutely everything that you can have at night except popcorn and pretzels. And that, I'm sure they'll come up with something like that soon enough. And they're all super healthy. I'd give them to an infant. So the industry's finally catching up with us and giving us what we need. It just needs, the word needs to get out, because that's the worst time to do that. However, if you get better sleep, you won't crave to stay up. Your body is so, so smart. It will literally crave those things that it knows it doesn't have to work on. So that's tip number 2.
Okay, tip number 3.
Number 3, green drinks. Green anything. The reason I say that is you want to satiate yourself at a cellular level. Again, we're killing cravings here with 0 willpower. Some people may have a little willpower to eat the greens. It may be the case, but you can have it in a drink with some apples in it or with pineapple as an anti-inflammatory. Absolutely brilliant. But if you can get more greens in, or just more colored fruits and vegetables, what that ends up doing is it satiates your body at a cellular level. And that means you're going to eat what your body needs, and you won't crave. You have to do it for like 30 days. Anything natural takes some time, but it really does work. And then your body functions are better either way, but you will crave less if you get nutrition at a cellular level.
All right, number 4.
Number 4. Okay, this is, again, rudimentary. Don't bring it home. If everybody could practice this, this is one of the best tips ever. If you are at a restaurant and you only eat half your dessert, I'm a very strong advocate for lifestyle, not diet. I don't believe in dieting. I believe that if you eat poorly most of the time and have a salad on a Sunday and a Tuesday, that does absolutely nothing. Would you agree that does nothing? Well, the same holds true if you eat well most of the time and occasionally you have dessert or pizza on a Tuesday and a Sunday, it does nothing. The problem is, especially with women, is that we'll get on the scale the next day. And when you get on the scale next day, for sure, if you have a piece of pizza, which there's no problem having, but your scale's going to move. Number one, you probably still have the pizza in you. If you eat a quarter pounder, you're a quarter pounder heavier until it exits the premises in either direction, right? So, but if you eat that pizza, you've got sodium, you've got all these other things that are definitely going to increase your water mass. So when you get on the scale, you're like, oh my God, I gained 3 pounds. You really didn't. The scales are archaic. The only thing you should be measuring is your fat percentage, because that won't change with your sodium levels, right? So that'll give you a true sense. However, if you believe in a lifestyle and not a diet, you will never feel deprived. You will never feel deprived, because you should never deprive yourself. But you should feel ridiculously alive and beautiful. And that only comes from, again, the rudimentaries of taking care of yourself with exercise and nutrition. But you should never deprive yourself, because that's mental anguish.
We talked about that earlier. See, perfect show for you.
Well,
to
hold
be here
on.
for.
I got a question, because it's like giant shrimp, you know, oxymoron, giant shrimp. So you're dehydrated and then you retain water. And your weight goes up because you're retaining all this water and you're dehydrated. I would think that if you put water in the desert, it would absorb it. So,
Well, not necessarily. It depends where your body's storing the water, right? It's not always so useful. If you're dehydrated from too much sodium, you're not going to really absorb that as much as you. It's not really that useful. So if you do get a lot of, for example, if someone does find themselves that they're very bloated with excess water weight, dandelion root tea is phenomenal natural way to get rid of that rather than a diuretic. It's the safer way to do it, you know, things like that. But yeah, it is a bit of an oxymoron to think like that, but you can be extra bloated with water weight and retain water and still not being able to use that water. Yeah,
sure, because your cells are holding on to them
right,
because you haven't
in your
eaten.
muscles. Like when you work out, for example, if you have a really heavy workout, you're going to find that their chances are that you're going to be a little more bloated in your muscles. Your muscles are going to hang on to that water just to heal. So you do tend to retain a little bit of water from things like that, and high sodium levels will do that. It just knocks your whole
adding salt
off.
to the food?
Well, certain salts are okay. If you go with pink Himalayan salt rather than sea salt or the iodized salt, that salt has, like, I can't remember the number, but it's in the 20s or 30s of trace minerals that are mandatory. Salt is great. You just have to have the right salt. And the pink Himalayan salt is the best bet. It's loaded with tremendous amounts of nutrients. No, so that's it.
All right, next tip.
The
I think
next
we're up to
tip.
4.
The next tip is, this is my last one.
Fine.
The next tip is don't shop hungry. I know, easier said than done. Don't shop. I don't like to shop unless I'm hungry. However, if you shop hungry and you say you're thirsty when you're shopping, you will notice that if you put on the conveyor belt that 90% of the things you bought were some sort of drink or something juicy, right? If you can make a list and just shop for what you need and go at a time where you're not hungry, you won't bring it home. The problem is, again, like with tip number 4, never bring it home. If you're having dessert, leave it there, have a bite. It's not called wasting. It's worse in your body than it is in the garbage. It really is. So have it, enjoy it, and then leave it there. And that includes all leftovers unless they're healthy leftovers. So the same thing would hold true when you go to the supermarket. If you go to the supermarket, you know, and you go hungry and you go craving, you're going to buy some things perhaps you normally wouldn't have wanted to have in your house. Come 10 o'clock at night with tip number 2, when you're tired, you're going to go for that. I guarantee you, if Oreo cookies are not in your house and you're craving an Oreo cookie and it's not your house, 9 out of 10 people, if not almost 10 out of 10 people, are not going to go at 10 o'clock at night, put their shoes on, and go to the store and go buy Oreo cookies. So if it's not there, you'll satiate yourself with something that is in your kitchen that's going to be better for you.
Just don't bring it home. And then you don't even really miss it if it's not there.
No, you don't, and you're going to bed with feeling good that you didn't put that in your body before you went to bed. Because if you know the whys for everything, it makes it a lot easier to stay away from it, and it makes it a lot easier to adhere to just the reasoning alone. Because if you eat those Oreo cookies at night, and you're getting flooded with, again, those loose glucose molecules, and you're 1,000,000% fat storing, because it's not really, everyone says, oh, if you have 7 calories or 1,000 calories a day, then you're going to lose weight. It really depends on your macronutrients, your fats, your proteins, and your carbohydrates, where you actually place those that will facilitate health and weight loss. And we want health and weight loss. You know, we don't want people dying to be thin. You want to be thriving to be healthy, you know? And it's just a huge difference when you do it that way, because it's a lifestyle, it's not a diet. Anything else is a diet that requires you to stay on something. I'd rather see people on their life and enjoying everything that life has to bring and creating more enjoyable moments for themselves than worrying about what they weigh.
Absolutely. And how do people find you, follow you, get your tips, and even work with you for the new year?
So LindsayMartinez.com is my official site for my funnel, and I have a book that they can go ahead and purchase for any recipes. It's a recipe book. It's phenomenal, all within my little macronutrient charts. And they can find me at Lindsay Martinez on Facebook. And In Home Fitness is a free site for the third year. In March, it'll be 3 years. For those that don't have time to take care of themselves, they can do something at home. It's in home and it's phenomenal. It's really for women over 40. I have an AB Academy. I have an academy for people to learn my lifestyle as well. That's at LindsayMartinez.com. It's a week with me. And they can work with me personally just by messaging me at Lindsay@LindsayMartinez.com.
Sounds good. 2023, speak your truth, get yourself back into shape, and just feeling better. Even if it's not your weight, it's not about being a size 2, it's about being at your own maximum optimal health level for you. Everyone's different. You're never going to be a size 2, but
I can't even count to 2. Why would I want to be a size 2?
All right, Lindsay, thank you so much for joining us. Happy and healthy New Year to you. And of course, we love having Bailey with us, so thank you for sharing your daughter with us a couple days a week. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got some Hustle into Paradise dancers joining us. We've got Marianne Rosa and her. Look at her. She's like flanked by these two great, handsome, big
I know. I even gave them a
guys
chair.
with her, right?
They like Krispy Kreme over there.
And we've got
no
Zvi
pun
with us.
intended.
We met Zvi yesterday. He was doing some magical fingers on the trumpet and a singing dog.
And a singing dog.
More to come.
More to come.
We'll be right back.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Caught in the crossfire with my lover, and I'm taking cover for the bullet takes me out. Romantic in love and we're changing colors like a disco ball. We light it up and burn it down. And the truth is you can't live without me, 'cause it's not that easy, but the drug won't let you down. 'Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give up, we go round and round. 'Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give up, it's gonna take us out. Never come down from the high we're feeling, and we're chasing demons through the darkness and the night. Oh, feeling the heat as the flames burn brighter, intentions rising through the smoke and through the lies. And the truth is you can't live without me, 'cause it's not that easy, but the drug won't let you down. 'Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give up, we go round and round. 'Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give up, it's gonna take us out. 'Cause it's a killer, psycho love thriller, we go round and round. 'Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give up, it's gonna take us out. Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give up, we go round and round. 'Cause it's a killer, drop dead, stone cold thriller, psycho love won't give up, it's gonna take us out.
And we're back. We're going to be on the handhelds because we got our friend Cece. Don't do that.
No one can do it like
Yeah, don't
Kendra
do that.
can.
Let's get Cece up real quick because I want to get to the dance
See where our good
routine.
friend Triple C is at. We miss you, Cece. Everyone's writing in. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey guys,
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you. We're from Tennessee, the cold state up here now.
We've got your buddies V here too.
Hey, what's going on?
V's here,
Yeah,
the
we're at
dog
the-
is here, all of
V's
these
here,
people
the dog's here. The
Yeah,
trumpet
we're at
player.
the hospital right now.
For who? For
For Colleen, she's having surgery. They took her back at 8:30, and she's been in surgery for 4 hours.
wow.
No updates yet. It's a 5.5-hour surgery, up to 6 hours.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just trying to take care of everybody. I got a TV show, the Appalachian Guys, the Paranormal TV show. I've been talking to Freddie about, and then I've got a band getting ready to start. So
Nice.
once Colleen's is healed up, we're going to be ready to go with both.
Wow. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I've got 7 places that already want us to do investigations at.
How are you going back to that side of the road?
I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything, but music's always number one for me.
Very nice. And
He
how's
has,
mom
a,
and
he, has
dad?
he has his own band now. He has a band finally in play.
Congratulations.
I,
He doesn't fill me in, so I'm filling in the dots along the way.
I didn't-
there.
I didn't-
It's like the breadcrumbs.
I didn't fill her in, Cece, because there's been some adjustments that we've had to do on this side of the equator. And
Right.
I didn't deem it, and I wanted to make sure the surgery was out of the way because, he's going to have his mind all over the place.
True.
I'm surprised that I bet $50 that we weren't even going this wasn't going to even work with the headphones.
now
and the
we
computer.
they postponed the surgery 6 times. This is finally the surgeon stepped up himself and called the head of the insurance company and said that if she didn't get the surgery, she would be paralyzed. So we finally got her to where she needs to be, and she's doing really good. They call every 2 hours and let us know that she's doing really good. She's a trooper.
Good. Good. We'll send her our prayers and our blessings to a better 2023.
Thank you so much. She's going to do really good. We're going to get her back and moving, and she'll be back to work in no time.
And how are you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be home. I'm ready to get on stage. It's been 8 months since I've been on stage live with a band, and I've got some really good guys. We've been getting the set list together. I've got some new songs written that I'm ready to go to Nashville and record. So I've got 7 or 8 songs now for a whole new album coming out.
Well, we can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Oh,
you're
I
going to drop
appreciate
some
it.
of them with us for sure.
Absolutely. I miss you guys. I'm going to try to have to come down for a couple days and come on the show and do my routine down there.
Yeah, we got a trumpet player ready for you.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
And a singing dog.
Hey, that's good too. My puppy is still the demon. She's up here being a demon.
I bet she
Yeah, I
is.
doubt that. We'll send Colleen and mom and dad and you all of our best and good health and happiness.
Thank you. Happy New Year's to you all, and I appreciate y'all. We love you all, and we'll see you soon.
Happy New Year
All
to
right,
you
we'll
as
be in
well.
touch with you next week. Let me know how the operation works.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You got it,
Bye-bye.
buddy. That's why I didn't tell you anything about the CC situation because I didn't know anything that was happening with his wife until. But you know what? Hopefully it'll all fall in place. The paranormal, he spoke to me about that. I'd like to put that on the air. We tried it one time before. We had a paranormal show, and we were at the radio station, and all the lights went out.
Yeah.
Everything went out. And everybody says, that's the end of this show, we're done. Everybody ran out. Remember that? You remember that.
We've had a lot of paranormal things happen in here. It's kind of hard to describe what happens in the studio, but you sort of have to live it and breathe it and know it just exists.
And
But I'm
understand.
excited. We got some dancing getting ready to
So
take
what do
place.
you, tell me what you got cooking here.
We've got our good friend Marianne Rosa joining us. I don't know if we want to get them up there, Josh. I don't know where you want to get them on
You
camera.
want to get them on camera or you want to get them on set? What are we doing?
We're going to get them on set. They're going to do a little bit of dancing. She's got a 7-minute dance. She goes, we don't have to do the whole thing.
Well, no, she can do the whole 7 minutes.
Marianne, you want to do the whole 7 minutes? We're just setting up the camera for her. She's got these 2 great dancers with her. We actually cleared the floor. That little space, I don't know how you're going to put a stage there because it's going to limit anyone else doing
No, the
anything.
stage comes forward. She would be on the stage right now dancing on the stage.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
It's not an in-betweener.
And we've got our friend Karen joining us, so she looks good in that hat. I got to
That's
tell
what
you.
I'm saying. I look like a dweeb, and she looks like a millionaire.
And she looked, and the dog's kind of agreeing with you. The crew went out and they got us some New Year's situations.
Oh, I see they found a half of the point on your head.
They say the hat has my wands on it and some stars. So I think we got Marianne and the guys on camera with us.
We got
so-
camera 3 working?
Are they up? Let's bring them over. All right.
There we go.
We got 2 of the 3. We got 2 of the 3. Oh, squeeze. We can.
He wants to be in the camera. Put everybody in the camera. It's New Year's.
There you go. We got everyone in the camera.
Perfect.
Marianne's got like a whole sandwich here. Tell us what's happening with Hustle into Paradise.
Hi, Happy New Year's, Dawn,
Happy New
Freddie,
Year.
everyone. Thanks for having me back. Hustle into Paradise, it's coming up quickly, March 30th to April 2nd. It's taken on a life of its own. It's getting better and better and better. I hope you guys will come and join us. We have rooftop dancing, dancing in the ballroom, workshops. It's going to be great. These 2 gentlemen here will be there. Paul will be teaching, lead instructor. It's going to be fabulous. And I'd love to introduce you to these guys.
Please do. Who do you have with you today?
So we have Jerry Hobbs here to the left, and he's a hustle icon from New York, one of my dearest, closest friends. I know him for about 40 years. Just received the Hustle Hall of Fame award this year, same award my late husband and I received in 2011.
Congratulations.
And here to my right, we have also a hustle icon, Paul Pellicoro. He had the longest running dance studio in Manhattan, Dance Sport. And that's actually where I met Paul. And we were, late husband and I, that's where I met my late husband actually, at your dance studio. And we were guest artist instructors, and I do a lot of work with Paul, continue to do a lot of work with Paul. And he's, again, a hustle icon, the king.
Do you know the dance studio?
Well, I had a dance studio until COVID kind of stopped people from touching for a while. So I moved down here and started some things up. I'm doing 2 nights a week, 2 Friday nights a month actually, over at the Gold Coast Ballroom in Coconut Creek. And I'm starting dance clubs in different places like Hunter's Run. And I'm doing more and more events down here. And all my friends are moving down here. So a lot of the New York dancers have realized that Florida is the place to dance.
Well, you guys should have been here yesterday. Your ears must have been burning because Freddie and our good friend J.C. Dreesen, they want to open up a cabaret club.
I was telling them about that.
Right, so a whole lot of ideas and things.
There's no disco club in Boca. You know, Miami may have something
Miami's
going
different.
on. I don't
Miami's
know.
Miami.
But there's nothing up here, West Palm. They have different type of styles. I think it would be a home run.
Well,
But
my,
you know-
my last place on 34th Street was not only a dance studio, it was 15,000 square feet with a cafe and liquor license, and we were the biggest Latin club on weekends and hustle club. So we put it all together. We had the hustle earlier in the evening, and at night, every night we became a dance team. We actually had a 13-piece swing orchestra on Wednesdays. Every night was a different theme. Tuesday was salsa. Weekends we had all the biggest salsa promoters, and hopefully we'll do something like that down here, and maybe with you guys.
Wow.
That's a home run.
15,000 square feet.
I tell you, when you're gonna do, you do it right. Now he had everything
That's
in that
amazing.
whole package. Now also, where you guys are doing your routine, where you're gonna have the event, we spoke to the manager again. We have to go down there. I would like to do our shows Thursday on the rooftop. So he said, come on down. As long as it's during the week, not on the weekends, it's fine. So we're gonna go down there and visit. We just want to get all the holidays out of the way. So we're hoping that as the event gets closer and closer, you guys will go in there, and we're going to be putting it on camera. Spoke to Vic Latino from the owner of the radio station. He wants to get involved. Everybody wants to get involved in this new movement. So now we have an ambassador over there who's done it before. So you never know.
Dancing is back. You know, COVID tried to
is.
close us down for a while, but I think people are itching to get back on the floor. And down here, they've got back a lot sooner than other places, thank God.
Yeah, because we didn't have the no-touch rules here.
Well, now we wear gloves and masks if you feel uncomfortable, or just the gloves if you want to go in that direction. But everybody's dancing again, which is nice to see. And I got a report. I try to find places to go on New Year's, from Orlando to the West Coast to the Keys. Everything is sold out. It is booked. So
Stay put.
So I'm telling you, people are going to do things people are back out doing things. It looks like this coming year is going to be a charge to get moving again. And what better way to do it than dancing?
Yeah, what
Like
they
the
say.
Roaring '20s after the, we had the last
Exactly.
pandemic. It suddenly this is going to be a party time. People dying to come out or living to come out.
That's what they said actually when the pandemic ended. That's exactly what they were talking about. Just like the Roaring Twenties, people say, you know what, I got to live my life. Like we talked about today, right? You have to live your life. You have to find your happiness, your inner joy. Speak your authentic self. Speak your truth 2023. It's all coming together, everything we've talked about. And here we go.
And it's funny because when we moved in here, we were only open for 3 months and then COVID came. And this place, we didn't shut down because we're by FCC licensing with the radio station, so we didn't have to shut down. We kept it open every day. Some of us walked in here and the other was stayed home. But during that period, we really didn't, for 2 years, we never had people come into the studio.
But nothing brings people together like music and dancing.
That's right.
Right?
That's the number one deal.
So I understand you have a song, you're going to do a song, and halfway through, so Marianne's going to do the full 7 minutes, and you guys kind of get a break halfway through?
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that? Josh, you have that ready to roll? All
Well,
right.
This is going to be interesting.
Marianne, where can we find you guys dancing while he sets the camera up? Where are you dancing? Are you at Gold
Oh,
Coast?
okay. So yeah, tonight we'll be at Ocean One. Our good friend Jimmy Carrillo will be there. Fridays and Sundays, Jimmy's there. January 6th, I'll be teaching at the Pavilion, and there'll be a hustle contest there. That's run by Lisa Michaels and Luis Garcia. And they'll also have something at Cosmos on January 13th and February 17th. Like Paul said, Gold Coast, 2 Fridays a month. I think that covers a lot of dancing.
Yeah, I do a lesson before it at 7:30, but on
All right.
after her event, people are coming down to Gold Coast at 8:30. That's when the party starts, and that's again on the 20th as well. And we have some DJs coming down from New York, so it should be great.
Do you remember Paul's Club in Manhattan?
Dance Sport, that's what was the name of it. It was on
I gotta
34th
look.
Street.
I got to look. That's been a blur for me, but maybe.
How many years were you there, Paul?
Well, we started on Columbus Circle, right across from the old Gulf and Western, which became Trump International.
That I know.
But and next to New York Tech, I was there for 22 years, and then that building got torn down. It was a beautiful building. We had like 3 floors there,
Wow.
and then we moved down to 34th Street, and I had 8 studios, 2 ballrooms, again 15,000 square feet, food license, liquor license. And it was a wonderful, it was the mecca of studios.
It was called the Dance Studio, Paul?
Dance sport. That word became the new phrase for ballroom in Latin. I
Dance
kind of
sport.
started it, actually. The word dance sport is one word. And, and you can, if you want more information on dancing down here, you can write me at paulpellicoro@dancesport.com.
Wow. All right, we're going to get the music rocking and rolling. You want to take a commercial break while we get
Yeah,
that
so
set?
they can help
All right, we're going to take a
themselves.
quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got Paul and Jerry and Marianne doing some hustles. So stay tuned. We're getting ready to kick into 2023, and we'll be right back.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like People, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life.
Call 855-350-4504. That's 855-350-4504. Call 855-350-4504 now.
Want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call, because the best prices are not online. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner. Call today and get the best price on your next flight, guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Wow. Now she needs a drink, Freddie.
Scared me. There are parts flying off. There's all sorts of stuff coming. Oh.
Marianne, Paul, and Jerry, wow. We're going to let you guys catch your breath. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Marianne, I think you get better and better every time we see you. She flows, she's happy. We're going to let them catch their breath. How do you like that?
I like it.
Ever hustle?
No. I
Ever
grew up
dance
in
like
New
that?
York and I never hustled. Yeah, in the day we
Ever
used to do all
hustle,
that.
Z? Yeah.
Yeah. You remember.
Do you remember the place? How long have you been in Florida?
20 years.
We got to get him a mic, actually. I think they're over on the table.
We'll bring them to you. Did you ever hustle?
No. You know me. It's kind of just like, I grew up in the 80s. It's like a free-for-all dance situation. It was Florida. It wasn't like wasn't
So let me
growing
get
up
this
in New
right. In
York.
Florida, they didn't hustle? Of course they hustled everywhere, all over the
There
country.
were no dance clubs in Florida, at least when I was growing up, like there were in New York, where you went to dance clubs. We had bars, but no dance clubs where people actually danced. You know, there were just discos, bars. Carla's and Pepe's, Christopher's, places I snuck into where I shouldn't have been, that type of stuff.
Where they do the one step, that Western thing.
That
do- do-
free-for-all
boom,
thing?
boom, boom.
Pretty much.
I went to the
Pretty
Poconos.
much.
My cousin takes me to the Poconos, and this is when we were dancing in clubs and all that. And he takes me to the Poconos, and they're doing this one-step thing. I'm like, what? Yeah, you got to learn how to do this. I said, what?
It's very different in Florida than I think New York.
I guess
You can go
Florida,
to-
they do one-step
You
because
could go to any club. I mean, you went to these great clubs in New York, ballrooms and dance clubs, 15,000 square feet. We didn't have that
I didn't
here.
do ballroom dancing. I got to tell you, I always admire it. My cousins did, but I didn't. My sister used to do this. We used to go to the different
I
places.
bet your
to dance.
sister's been to Paul's Club.
Probably. She's been all over the place. She danced everywhere. She was good. I got to tell you, I hate it, but Mimi was pretty good.
All right, you guys up to chatting?
Yeah, well, the ballroom and Latin came back really in the 70s, but rock and roll kind of ended all the ballroom of our. My older brothers and sisters and my parents, they used to go to the Tiki Room in New York for a night out of dinner and dancing. But I think the dinner and dancing was a good thing for my parents' generation, and my whole goal was to bring that back instead of doing drugs and, I like rock and roll. In fact, when I started dancing, I used to work at CBGB's as a bartender on 2nd Avenue, and it was really, I was crossing over like that Summer of Sam movie with John Leguizamo and Mira Sorvino, who I happened to teach for that movie. But they were like, it showed all the different things going on when disco and Summer of Sam was around. It was disco, it was acid rock, it was classic rock, it was, and disco and rock and roll hated each other.
Yes,
So,
they did.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved dancing? You just decided to open up a club after being a bartender?
Well, I was like a champion wrestler in school, and I liked sports. I didn't really like academics, and I liked girls, and my girlfriend was a ballet dancer. I started taking ballet and jazz, and that was, I hurt my back, and I quit, and then I started doing music. But then I was always looking for ads in the paper, like for busboy, bartender, and then I saw ballroom and Latin dancing. I go, I could do this. So, it was like Saturday Night Fever was just about to open in 1976. So I said, that'll be easy. I did ballet and modern and jazz. This will be a joke. I'll just go and do it. And then one day, if I learned how to do ballroom dancing, if I became a famous rock star, I could dance with the Queen of England or something.
That will work.
Yeah,
What?
right.
How long did you keep the disco, and when did you introduce the ballroom, or was it all at the same time?
Well, I didn't want to do lifts. Most of the hustle dancers were on, Dance Fever and Star Search, and they would do all the tricks and lifts, and they were great dancers on the floor also, but I didn't want to do the lifts. Again, I hurt my back doing ballet. So I wanted to get involved with floorcraft dancing, and ballroom, the English style ballroom, was just getting big in this country. So I went and worked for Bill Davies, who was the U.S. champion at the time in New York City. I packed up my stuff on Long Island and moved there and worked for him. And I got involved with the highest level of ballroom and Latin dancing, which was the European style. You see it on Dancing with the Stars. That's all basically this technique that came out of Europe. They took everything that was good in America and they actually made a system out of it, especially all these Russian and Italians. They're really incredible.
It's just amazing how I watch you dance with Marianne, and you spin her, and then you guide her back. You've got your arm right on her back, and it just flows. It's just this beautiful dance movement together.
It's like walking for Jerry and Marianne and I. We breathe this stuff. It's like Paul, you're going to go and have to dance. I go, really? I have to dance? It's like...
This is what you do.
It's just where, and I was a wrestler, so I know where bodies were all the time with my eyes closed, but we know this dance, and it's fun. It's really creative. We don't just do routines. We make stuff up in the middle.
Marion, how'd you meet these guys?
So Jerry, gosh, when I was going out to Long Island from Brooklyn, when I first got my license, I started going out to the Long Island clubs, and that's where I met Jerry and a bunch of the, guy dances that are unbelievable. And then Paul, I met at his studio in Danceport. So Juno, when you first started the music at Danceport, I used to go with my ex-boyfriend at the time. We used to bring the music up to you, right? And that's when...
They gave me a cassette tape.
Yeah, that's how long ago that was. And then my husband and I were guest artist instructors at your studio. So
Performed a lot of times also.
yeah, and performed lots of times at his studio as well. Yeah.
I learned how to dance in Long Island. I was a mediocre dancer.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Long Island.
And I went to his studio on 60th Street for the first time, and I walked in, and I was like, oh my God, like, this is just amazing. And I started, picking up stuff. And then when he opened the studio on 34th Street, I was a regular there on Monday nights, and that's really where I learned how to dance. And that studio was amazing. We had some parties there.
And now you're in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I got inducted with Paul at the same time.
You're
in the Hall
all
of
in
Fame.
the Hustle
All
Hall
in
of
the
Fame.
Hall of
You're all
Fame,
Hall of
yeah.
Famers. I feel like we
Yeah.
should have stars on the ground, Freddie, for them.
We made the dance up pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's incredible. Marion, you dance with both these guys routinely?
I would say, yeah, on a regular basis, absolutely.
When I come from New York, I'm down for vacation for a week. I come once every 2 months.
Yeah, and I'm still back and forth to New York, but I'll be here permanently soon.
But we go out dancing, and it's a treat to dance with Marianne because she's one of the best dancers. But I dance with beginners. We all dance with beginners, and we try to give it to people and excite them about it. And that's the wonderful thing about this. It's almost like Aikido or whatever. You can make people dance when you understand the principles of leading and following. And I think women actually have more fun than the men, and men follow also just for the fun of it once in a while. But it really is a great art form that to me, I consider it really jazz dancing in its best form. You're improvising and you're making people do what they can do. You can't push them beyond their limits.
You like to watch the women? Men, women, how do you like?
Dawn, do you want to try it?
Yeah, come on, Dawn.
Dawn is like, you go left, I go right.
No, I guarantee you'll be doing something.
What are you talking about?
Freddie, you want to try it?
No, I got a bad knee.
I'll lead you, Freddie.
But I had a bet. I said that Dawn would hustle before the year was up, and she wants to. This is just Dawn's way. She's
Okay,
very shy.
this is your moment. Don't pass it
It's my
up.
moment to shine.
You gotta go
Look
do
at
it.
Steve looking at me. He's like, you got to take the
Well,
moments. He
well,
tells her every day
yes.
is your birthday.
Right on the floor, you'll be doing it.
I hear everything that goes on in this studio. I know. But you're right. Every day is your birthday. He says every day you get a chance, every moment. You get a chance to wake up and do it again.
That's right. And again and again and again. So you're gonna do that?
Oh.
Don't change the subject. Don't let it.
You're going to laugh at me.
I'll
Because
sit
I
in
go
the other
left, you
room.
go right. All that
I sit
stuff.
in the other room. I'll
Okay,
laugh
just
at
put the beat on. I'm going to guide you with minimal words.
you. All right, so let's
do
cue it up.
We'll go to commercial break.
Let's go to commercial break. We come back. We'll cue this up and Dawn and show
Okay.
us
How
some
not
of her
to- how not
celebrity
to hustle.
moves.
I'll give you a warm-up before the camera.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits. A world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Uh-huh.
I don't even have a mic.
It's over here.
Talking, Freddie.
Very nice.
This is numberless, so I couldn't tell you whether.
A1.
This is one?
Yeah.
All right. I got to tell you, he works miracles.
Okay, Hustle into Paradise, you're coming down. Gold Coast.
Even if I can do it, you guys, anyone can do it.
When is Hustle into Paradise? Give us the date again and how to get tickets.
March 30th to April 2nd. They can go to the website, www.hustleintoparadise.net. And actually, tomorrow is the last day to get discounted passes. You still can get passes after December 31st, but discounted passes will be until New Year's Eve.
Come on down to Ocean One tonight. We're having
Yes,
we're
come
having a
to
party.
Ocean One.
Yeah.
Where is Ocean One?
Delray Marketplace.
Lions Road in Delray.
I used to hang out there all the time.
Yeah,
Is it
Delray
a
Marketplace.
club, a restaurant? What is it?
It's a restaurant, but turned into a club almost, because we have Jimmy Carrillo
Oh, that'll be
DJing.
nice.
You guys should really come down.
What time tonight?
6 o'clock. It goes from 6 to 10.
It should be fun.
Yeah.
If I can do it, guys, anyone can do this.
Oh, she got the bug.
The white girl dance.
And we got beginners classes twice a month on Fridays over at Gold Coast.
Karen, you had fun? Yeah. I was watching Karen. She was like my inspiration. That we can do. Anyone can do.
Anybody can.
You want to go hustle?
Come on, Freddie.
You see, when you tell the guy from the Bronx, let's go hustle, it's different.
I told someone to do a
They were the
drive-by
best
other
dancers
day.
from the Bronx.
It's a different definition, but
I told someone to do a drive-by to visit my mom, and I thought of you. I'm like, wrong drive-by.
I don't know what she's talking about. But it's a lot of fun, you know, when you go with groups and people dance, and it's a lot of fun. You get to meet new people. And then there are some people that can really, you know,
Dance.
ice up the floor, and like they can, and all of a sudden you're a little bit, I want to do more, because, you know, it is what you do.
You got to do what you got to do. But I don't know what happens to Zvi, but
He went to get a speaker. He must have gone to.
I think he's going to play the trumpet and have the dog sing. But
The
that was
singing
so
dog.
much fun. Thank you so much. That was spectacular.
My pleasure, and you were a wonderful study.
Thank you. He says, "Are we
Thank
on?
you. Thank
Are
you
we
for
filming
having
this?
us
Oh,
again."
yes. And you know what, Paul? They're going to end up playing this again and again.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling this is going to get clipped and be played.
Oh yeah, this is probably gonna. You're probably gonna see it on the Comcast commercial on television.
And that was really like 5 minutes the first you ever did, and look how fast you got it.
You make it easy.
Yeah, it's not that easy for the men, but the men, it's easy. It's all easy if you take your time and don't rush things.
Amazing.
And
Thank
enjoy
you.
it the whole time. Enjoy the music and enjoy just being out.
Well, Marianne is glowing, and you, whatever you got going on, you look great. You wear it well, I should say.
Thank you.
She's doing fantastic. And Jerry, what else do you do in your spare time?
I'm a finance manager in a car dealership in New York. And
Oh, in New York.
yeah.
That's day job.
Sells Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
You sell Lamborghinis?
All high-end cars, Lamborghinis.
You want one, Freddie?
Wow,
You know, you look at the shoes. You got to figure he's in.
Wow.
He's in like that upper echelon of business.
Lamborghinis, yes,
All high-end cars.
all of them.
Do you have a favorite high-end car?
Yeah, BMW M8 convertible.
That's a nice car.
Yeah.
Very nice. I don't know where our.
Nice.
Oh, here he comes.
And Paul, you're going to open a club down here?
Well, it sounds like you're introducing me to people who
Mike-
want to have some dancing, so I'm looking for partners.
Talk it to your
I'll
mic.
be a partner. And Dawn and Freddie.
Talk it to your mic, Paul.
If you
Listen.
got a space, we'll work with it.
Mike.
Mike. Talk it to your mic.
Talking to him.
Oh, if you
Say
got
that
a
again
space-
because we missed
if you
it.
got a space, we'll make something out of it.
Look, we got a little floor here, 100%.
Yeah.
Because we just
Yeah,
never
we'll
really
both
had the
partner
big
with
dance
you.
clubs here. And I think now as our generation is growing up and things are changing and people are moving down to Florida, they're looking for fun things to do.
All right, let's take a commercial break so that the trumpet man here can set up.
All right, more to
little
come.
longer.
Stay tuned as we kick into 2023. A little bit of a hustle. We'll be right back.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces.
Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Ever needed a good read? Maybe a book to keep your mind off things. Frank A. Ruffalo is an internationally known author and accomplished screenwriter. He's written many successful novels with amazing stories. Fiction adventures like The Lady of the Harbor, The Trihedral of Chaos, Gabriel's Chalice, 10048, and many more. For more information, visit www.frankaruffalo.com or you can find Frank Ruffalo on Amazon.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solutions Center. With your insurance, you may qualify to get a new CGM right now at little or no cost to you. By wearing a small remote device, you can immediately reduce the painful finger sticks. They're accurate, easy to use, and help you make better diabetes treatment decisions. If you take insulin 3 or more times a day or use an insulin pump, I want you to call right now and take advantage of our free shipping offer.
Bright, bold, beautiful. Audrey Omar creates artwork pieces that make a statement in any room. Using ethically sourced material, these handmade artworks are made in collaboration with divine higher power. This unique method gives vision, passion, and energy to every piece. Find Audrey Omar's work at the Brooklyn Cafe Studios or audreynow.com. Audrey Omar, art that opens the heart.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solutions Center. With your insurance, you may qualify to get a new CGM right now at little or no cost to you. By wearing a small remote device, you can immediately reduce the painful finger sticks. They're accurate, easy to use, and help you make better diabetes treatment decisions. If you take insulin 3 or more times a day or use an insulin pump, I want you to call right now and take advantage of our free shipping offer.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back on us.
And we're back.
What's your drink of choice for New Year's? I seem to be floating between red Solo cups and a champagne glass as we get set up. But what a fun show.
Nice.
And you're not even laughing at me too much, so we're good.
No, I don't. Why am I going to laugh at you?
Remember we did that shoot at Bobby's, and the Zumba teacher went one way and I went the other? That I'll never live that one down, I don't think.
I didn't make fun of you on that.
You're still laughing about it.
No, I'm not. Listen, it takes a little courage to do what you did today.
Thank you.
So, you know.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. You know, you guys are great teachers. I'm like, all right, Karen's doing it, we're good. And Marianne just flows beautifully. You know, when they do all of this, I said to her, what's your side hustle? No pun intended. But Marianne's got a full-time job also. She's going to write her book, and I think it would be great to bring dance.
Are you writing a book too?
I would like to write a book, yes, on my life as a dancer and my journey with
turn
my
it into a
husband.
movie? And it begins.
the
All right, we
show's
got
open to dogs.
the cameras on that. Kinda.
Freddie in the show, and there you have it.
Ain't nobody. Jimmy Carrillo says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year
Happy
to all
New
of
Year,
you, by the
Jimmy.
way.
And I think, wasn't it just Jimmy's birthday recently? I think you guys had a birthday party for him?
Yes, for Jimmy Carrillo. Yes, it was just his birthday. We celebrated last week at Ocean
21,
One.
22.
I had to get it out of him, though. He wouldn't tell us when his birthday was, and he told me not to tell anybody. So you know what I did with that, right?
Well, you know, since you guys were here and he was here and we talked about music and the radio station has now expanded, I believe since you were here, to the 6 stations that we now get to air on. Jimmy's name keeps popping up because he must know Vic from VCMG Live.
Oh, absolutely.
And their spinning
Absolutely.
days back in New York.
That's
So
awesome.
Vinny's name keeps coming up, and then we had JC in the house. So music seems to keep reappearing. I think, as Paul said best, like the Roaring '20s, when everyone was stuck inside, it's time to get back out and have some
Well, we're
fun.
going to be doing hopefully more in the music department. We had James Brown, Tony, last night. And this gentleman was accompanied with Tony. And we're going to put him on because he has a singing dog and he plays instruments. And this is he has like a bunch of stuff that he does. He writes
He does
books.
so many things. We've been talking about wellness while you were not here, and God, and how really God has to be top priority for everything else to fall into place.
That's right. The famous coach of the Green Bay Packers always said the same thing: God, family, and then the Green Bay Packers. And there's his book. Does he have a mic?
I think I do. Am I on?
Well, if
As soon as
you're,
I get you a mic, we got
It's
you.
it.
We got
we
you
want to be able to
rocking and
hear you
rolling.
as well.
So he came to us as a surprise guest yesterday on Cafe Night Train, which was a special edition.
Oh, that was special, boy. I tell you, I have sent that to everybody.
Karen told me you sent it to her.
I sent it to everybody. Anybody that was on my list, I sent it to JoJo this morning. He says, was this real?
Tony
So,
Wilson
yeah.
is unbelievable, and I know on Martin Luther King Day, he's going to be January 15th, right here at Funky Biscuit. It's a Sunday afternoon, Sunday
right.
evening, so he's going to be there, and we've had all these great events, but let's head over and talk to Zvi before we start making some announcements on events.
Let's find out what we got cooking in the corner. And that would be your cue. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Who do you have with you today, Zvi?
What?
Who do you have with you?
You're like on the other side of
Huh?
the room. It ain't
What?
What?
like a megaphone.
This was all created for COVID, so that's why you're on that side. We separated
Hey,
them. Now
hey.
everybody wants to get back together. We're going to have to change the furniture.
We're going to bring everyone right in.
We're going to bring everybody real close.
We're gonna put
How you
everybody
doing?
Well, so we were here last night. Tony Wilson, young James Brown, a tour with Michael Jackson, James Brown, going to be the Funky Biscuit, Martin Luther King Day, January 15th. I'm running around with him. He's wearing my shoe sole invention, which is about preventing what I have, knee pain, arthritis, bone on bone. It's a new type of sole, so we're doing soul healing, H-E-E-L, soul transformation. But I also have a book, which is all about soul transformation, which
No
is
pun
about
intended,
living your authentic self and dealing with all the systems we deal with out there and making sense of what this journey of life is all about. Right now, I've got Z over here, and he likes to sing. Hopefully, he does his part.
Now, I understand you've auditioned for America's Got Talent.
Yeah, we did an audition, and there was a whole group of people that auditioned as we did. And at the end, they said, okay, everybody, nice job. We want Drs. V and Z to hang on. And I didn't know what was going to be happening, but they said, hey, really like what you've got. You're going to perform for the executives. We'll record it. I thought it was going to happen then. I waited a couple hours on Zoom for them. Nothing happened. A couple of weeks later, I see in my email, yes, we're connected. They want us to be recorded. We did that. And now we're waiting again to see what happens next. But it was a very cool experience. And he just does an amazing, thing.
All right, let's see what Zvi
Let's
and
see if
Z
he's in
do.
the mood to
Z
sing,
and
first
Z.
of all, because the dog may not be in the mood.
Huh?
Let's see what happens.
You want to try?
Let's try it. Let's see what you got.
All right, let's see what happens. Gonna do some Turtles Happy Together,
Of course you are.
which is a great theme.
Yeah.
Well, after playing last night, and then again last night, and now, I tell you, there was a little bit of work. I don't know if it was more work for me or for Z.
I gotta tell you, I've been involved in the entertainment business close to 20 years. I ain't never seen anything like that.
It reminds me of Letterman. Remember he used to do stupid pet tricks?
But even Letterman didn't have a dog do that.
You guys are going to make it on America's Got
I don't
Talent.
know.
I've
Dogs
seen
don't
it.
do that?
No, not on cue. I had a husky, I had a Siberian husky, she used to howl that way for me not to sing.
Well, how do you know he's not doing that?
I don't know, because he's calm.
No, but he loves it. If we go to the clubs and the band is playing, and I'm sitting in the audience, but I'm sitting with my horn, he'll start singing, I start playing, and everybody loves him. More than the band, more than me, they want him.
Now, you've been playing longer than you've had Z. Z's only 2.
He's 2. I'm playing a long time.
You're playing a long time. So when you got Z, did you know he was going to sing to the music?
No.
You just got him?
I got him as a puppy, 8 weeks old, and I play. So when I play, he's there, so he hears it, and from early on, he started singing.
Isn't that amazing?
It's an amazing animal.
I call it singing. I mean, he's barking, but he reacts to the music. He really likes harmonica the most, and the horns, all the horns.
What a friendly puppy.
So it's very cool.
He does it on cue, which is amazing.
He starts up. Now, I don't know, usually when I'm doing this, we do like part of a song. We went through the whole thing. I tell you, my lips were tired. I'm tired. But yeah, he did it. Very cool.
And you are kind of a renaissance man. You do it all. You're a physician. You write books on wellness, stretching. You write a book about souls. Then you invent souls. No pun intended, I'm sure, that you seem to be like the doctor of souls.
It just happened.
Well, anyone call you that, the doctor of soul?
Dr. Tzvi, the soul man. Well, but
they do.
What? Yeah. I had a radio show for like 6 months, and it was Dr. Tzvi, the soul man.
Of course it was.
And talking about issues, life issues. You know, how we overcome a lot of the things we deal with. What is this journey of life about? And are we living our authentic selves? And how do you know what that is? I like this. I heard this quote, and I really like it. King David was raised to be a shepherd, but he was born to be a king. So who are we born to be rather than what our parents and the culture and neighbors and teachers and TV and expectations threw on us? Who are we really? And sometimes it means stepping out of the box and finding, are the connections you made in life the ones you really want? And what are you connected to? Have you chosen wisely? Do you need to make some changes? And how have you prioritized those connections? For lots of us, we deal with a lot of stresses in the week, and we really don't understand how the cell phone 24/7, 365, the driving the car, let alone flats, accidents, running out of gas, etc., our work, our bills, our relationships with family, kids, spouses, relationships, friends, workplace, the news, the virus, COVID, the Ukraine, the war, Russia. We got so many things bombarding us. All these throw stress energies on us. Yeah. What do these energies do? They get absorbed by the body. How? Cancer cell has internal and external controls. These energies disrupt those controls. What happens if you take a rubber band and stretch it? It easily stretches, you let go, you see it fly. Well, these energies come into the rubber band structures of our body. What's the number one muscle? The muscles and ligaments. What's the number one is the heart. The heart, look at all the heart disease. Look at the cardiologist, cardiothoracic surgery, what people go through. What about the stomach? One muscle. What happens? Absorbing these energies, you got all the gastroenterologists putting scopes up and down, the enemas, etc. What about the back, neck, shoulder, knee? Muscles and ligaments. So you got a lot of stuff going on. We're soul entities. We're housed in the spacesuit of a body. People tend to see themselves as the body their muscles, their hair, their feet, their hands, their face, their nose, their whatever it is, their eye color. They identify with things, or things outside the body, your clothes, your shoes, your car, your house, the one you're with, your diploma, your job. But who are we really? At our essential selves, we're identical. We're non-physical, minuscule pieces of godliness. And when we recognize that and then reestablish who we are, we can be our authentic selves. But it means also, like a raindrop or a piece of sand that's nothing by itself, needing to connect with the ocean or needing to connect with the seashore to be something, we need to be connected to the bigger collection of souls and be responsible. It's about obligations. It's not about choice. It's about obligations that we have to be a human being under God. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Anyway, that was a whole lot and so beautifully said. I feel like he has summed up everything you and I talk about every day in about a minute.
The dog taught him everything he knows.
Wow. But how eloquently he put that all
But
together.
he's right. The one thing I remember him saying, that if everybody would treat one another the way we treat the dog, I think the world would be a better place, man.
Yeah, what I learned with the dog is, you're walking the dog, the people who come over, and they say, how beautiful. They're looking at the dog. They don't look at me. How beautiful. I love you. You're so delicious. I say, thank you. Like they're talking to me. If they would talk to other people the way they talk to the dogs, we'd really have peace on earth. We got to recognize the dogs are dogs, and it's a beautiful thing. And Z, is a great companion as a dog. But there's nothing like companionship and love among people, and respect and honor and all the, the great words that we know. That's where we got to get back to. We've lost a lot of our traditional sense of who we are as humans. And that's why I wrote the books. Look, my mother was a Holocaust survivor. My father's parents escaped pogroms in Russia. His father had a debilitating stroke at 40. I knew pain from multiple places, and I chased answers. And, I'm 68. I think I found answers and still finding. And I packaged in this book, You Are Not What You Eat. We had a nutritionist on earlier, and when you're talking about the physical, yeah, I agree with everything she said. But then bring soul into the question. So the soul needs to feed, it grows, it gives off waste, and if you don't feed your soul, which is, you don't have a soul, you are a soul. You have a body. The soul, if you don't feed it, you get soul hunger. And soul hunger, I believe, is the reason we've got obesity epidemics worldwide in adults and kids, which is pandemic, because if you don't know your soul and you don't know how to feed it, you feel the soul hunger in the physical, and you can feed it with food, but never get satisfied, so you just keep eating. Or you can feed it with sex, you can feed it with drugs, you can feed it with running, you can feed it with all kinds of things that are false foods for you. And the goal really is to reestablish your authentic self and know who you are, and know what foods you do need. And when your soul, when you as a soul entity are in balance, the physical will follow.
It's called self-awareness, which
Living
is a
your
good heading
authentic
for
self.
we have a theme set up for next year, which is, be your authentic self,
Speak your
truth.
It
And
all
that's
comes
important.
kind of full circle, right?
Well, it's important that we do it, because when you fake it, it doesn't work. And then you create your own conclusion, and you create this whole thing that doesn't even exist. And all of a sudden you start thinking into things that you're making up. So accountability, we talked about this all year. That was our key word for this year's accountability. And next year it's going to take form further. Maybe the dogs are teachers.
The doctor of soul.
Yeah, maybe.
Living your authentic self. But what an amazing concept to actually live the life you were born to live, not the one you were told to live. That is a radio show unto itself. And we talk about women empowerment here all the time. But obviously for men, it's a thing as well.
Well, sometimes you have to do certain things until you get to where you're at then, where you're at now, and then you come to the realization, this is what you got to do. So everything else is leading you up to the conclusion of where you are now.
To find happiness. And God is front and center. And faith in our Spirit Life TV seems to fall right into place with all of these things as well.
True that.
Wow. Z, are you playing anywhere?
Am I playing anywhere?
That people can find you? You're playing with
I
Tony?
just played here. Well, I'm following Tony around.
Hold your
Tony
mic up.
Wilson. So
Hold your mic.
We're doing whatever Tony is doing. Looks like I'm doing. So he got me here last night, and that's why I'm here today. And like he said, we're at the Funky Biscuit on January 15th. And I play assisted livings, and I'm out there running around the clubs, a lot of clubs locally. We have so much music locally, which is really such a beautiful thing. And I've been running around for maybe 15 to 20 years at different clubs. I tell you though, with the change of time and getting dark before 6 o'clock and the cold weather we had, it's nice to jump into bed at night. So less running around temporarily, but I'll be back at it.
Good stuff.
Wow, what a day of music as we go into 2023.
And then some.
We also have some great events coming up. The new Florida Follies. If you like dancing, you want to stay on our theme with dancing, these lovely ladies and men are actually doing a magic, music, and mystery tour starting at the Countess de Hornley Theater in Spanish River High School, Township Center Performing Arts, and Lillian Wells Hall at the Parker on February 19th. And all the proceeds they make doing this goes back to 3 children's charities. You've got former Rockettes, we've got former June Taylor dancers, there's magicians and singers, there's 35 in all. All of these women and men are over 55. Some of them are retired. They've got a 94-year-old woman who is spectacular. She does a full split, and they are amazing. They were here. We've got an article coming out about this group of people next, I want to say ladies, but there's men also, next month. That Mayor did an interview with them on Monday in Carl
Correct.
Springs at their dance center. So a whole lot of great things happening. As I said, Tony Wilson's going to be performing on January 15th at Funky Biscuit. So check that out on MLK Day. Check these dates out because you're going to have a whole lot of fun. If you want to take the family out, tickets are only $35. They were amazing.
They were fantastic.
A whole lot of sparkle. You've got Hustle into Paradise happening. So many great events. New Year's, you guys have great New Year's plans? I think Marianne's taking Z home.
I love this doggy. New Year's, well, tonight we'll be celebrating pre-New Year's over at Ocean One, also celebrating a big birthday there with Jimmy Carrillo.
Nice.
And
And Karen, how about
Sunday,
you?
New Year's Day, we'll be there again.
Oh, you're going to be back there. Is it your place? Are you renting out, doing all the music at Ocean One?
No. That's Ocean One is a restaurant, but the outside patio portion of it, which is very large, Jimmy Carrillo plays there every Friday and Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, great
That's good
place.
to
Lots
know.
of fun. You should come tonight.
So Jimmy's there. All right. So if Jimmy's there, you know the whole Hustle crew is going to be there.
There you go.
And Karen, what are you doing for New Year's?
Just gonna be at my mom's house with the family.
I wanted to just be home too, but I guess I'm going to be out and about.
Are you?
Oh, maybe.
Not me. I'm going to be home.
Maybe home. I don't know yet. Yeah, but you got people.
I got some people
You
coming
got
over.
peeps. I got no peeps.
You can come.
I got to go find peeps.
You can be some of my peeps.
I'm
I only have a
gonna-
couple friends coming over. You are more than welcome
I'm
to come over.
I'm going to figure it out.
You know, the doors are always open.
Now, there's a flyer here. She didn't show up today, but I think I promised her that we will read this.
January 4th, Heli's New Year's celebration Samba Rise 2022, 7 p.m. Free admission at the Funky Biscuit. Seems like the Funky Biscuit is the place to be these days. Have you ever been there?
Yes.
I've not
I have.
been.
It's a nice place.
So check all of that out. A whole lot of. Josh is doing dog tricks. Yeah, they're
Is that
into
what
the
he's doing?
studio.
All right.
Are you ready to wrap this up?
Ready to wrap it up.
Happy 2023, everyone. I can't toast with an empty glass. I think there's a drop left. Here's to 2023.
Here's to 2023, that it be better than 22, upwards, onwards.
Well, we can't do this with an empty glass. You know, that's
Well,
not,
you're gonna
that's,
have to.
that's
We're
bad
gonna
luck.
have to. You're gonna have to get something.
We're
because
gotta fill. You can't do a toast on an empty glass.
I think
Everyone
we
have
should.
a drink?
Why don't we take a commercial break and so everybody can have a glass.
Okay, we're gonna take a commercial break and come back with our New Year's toast.
We'll be
Stay
right
tuned.
back.
We'll be right back.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, when we're back, we just wanted to say Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true.
Cheer here.
I don't know how this works.
There you go.
Cheers, everyone. Happy and healthy New Year to 2023. Much health, success, and only good things. Lots of great events happening. Always stay in touch with us and give us a call at the studio. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Please choose a designated driver. And we will see you Tuesday. Boom. 9 a.m. drive time.
Mine didn't do that.
Mine's did it?
Oh, yeah, mine's did.
I think I might have one more for you. You got it, Bailey?
Okay. All right, don't let her handle objects. Listen, ching ching, may everybody enjoy your new year, and we'll see you on the other side.
Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.